In the Melbourne suburb of Maribyrnong, a classic Californian bungalow undergoes a transformative rebirth. Completed in 2024 by Studio Ceravolo, Maribyrnong I House spans 270 square meters of thoughtfully calibrated architecture, exchanging conventional, compartmentalized domesticity for light, fluidity, and material honesty. Designed specifically around the daily rituals of a young family and captured through the lens of photographer Sean Fennessy, the residence establishes an effortless dialogue between historic character, sculptural modern forms, and deep connections to the landscape. At the rear of the property, the contemporary addition reveals itself as a play of sculptural geometries and crisp textures. An upper floor clad in fine-profile vertical corrugated metal cantilevers boldly above a solid base of bagged, white-painted brickwork, casting sharp shadows under the midday sun. Below, a crazy paved slate terrace anchors the outdoor living area, enlivened by a pair of sculptural yellow wireframe armchairs that inject a burst of playful energy against the dark timber boundary fencing. Stepping back, the architectural massing illustrates Studio Ceravolo's careful balance of weight and levity. The monolithic corrugated volume, punctured by a deep-set picture window framing the sky, appears to hover effortlessly over the lower masonry envelope. Integrated directly beneath the brick framework, a recessed outdoor kitchen and barbecue station nestles quietly into the facade, establishing an immediate connection to the surrounding lawn. Up close, the tactile materiality of the facade takes center stage. Raking sunlight sweeps across the bagged brickwork, celebrating the subtle, hand-rendered irregularities of the masonry beneath its crisp white finish. Above, the clean horizontal soffit of the cantilevered upper level cuts a defined architectural line, highlighting the deliberate meeting of raw masonry and refined metal cladding. Tucked into a dedicated masonry niche, the outdoor barbecue kitchen is treated with the same architectural rigor as the interior. A sleek stone benchtop with an undermount sink sits above an open storage bay, neatly stacked with split firewood rounds. The natural circular patterns and honeyed tones of the cut timber introduce an organic warmth that anchors the crisp white backdrop of the exterior wall. Crossing the threshold indoors, the home expands into a luminous, double-height living pavilion. Studio Ceravolo eliminated rigid partitions in favor of a continuous communal space where cooking, dining, and relaxing flow naturally together beneath a soaring, raked ceiling. High clerestory windows channel northern light deep into the interior, casting dynamic geometric patterns across the polished concrete floor. Along the perimeter, a built-in banquette upholstered in rich mustard corduroy anchors the dining zone alongside a bespoke timber table and bentwood chairs. At the heart of the living zone sits an expansive, curved modular sofa clad in neutral linen, resting upon a subtly textured coral and cream area rug. Its low-slung, organic profile provides an inviting counterpoint to the clean architectural lines of the pavilion. In the background, a monolithic kitchen island of vein-cut travertine stone serves as the culinary anchor. complemented by a pair of sculptural oxblood red bar stools and overhead clerestory light that animates the space throughout the day. A straight-on perspective of the kitchen reveals its refined restraint and quiet sophistication. Full-height cream cabinetry seamlessly integrates appliances, allowing the natural figuring of the travertine stone island and splashback to take center stage. To the right, a freestanding black cast iron wood stove introduces a grounded, tactile element that warms the open-plan room during cooler months while framing the transition toward the central hallway. Looking up through the dining area, the full drama of the architectural void unfolds. The angled band of clerestory windows frames views of the open sky, continually drawing daylight down into the core of the home. Beneath the Lightwell, classic Thonet bentwood dining chairs with woven cane seats gather around the blonde timber table, while an articulated white wall sconce and gilded decorative urn lend an artistic, curated touch to the setting. Framed by a textured white brick pier, this intimate dining vignette showcases the harmonious layering of natural materials. The handcrafted timber table and woven cane seating introduce warm, organic tones that soften the surrounding painted masonry. Above, an adjustable swing-arm wall light hovers gracefully over the table, accentuating the understated balance of functional modern lighting and timeless domestic warmth. A closer perspective reveals the subtle interplay of light and shadow across the dining corner. Warm sunlight grazes the white masonry wall, drawing focus to a framed portrait painting and a floating low ledge stacked with design monographs. The mustard-toned corduroy banquette seating provides a soft, tactile cushion against the architecture, turning this alcove into a cozy destination for morning coffee or casual family conversation. Every detail within the dining space has been curated to feel both effortless and deeply considered. The ribbed texture of the mustard corduroy fabric catches low-angled daylight, harmonizing with the natural patina of the solid timber tabletop. A delicate beaded glass bowl holding fresh pomegranates sits quietly beneath the conical shade of the wall sconce, embodying the quiet, painterly stillness of the home's interior vignettes. Gazing past the lounge, the architecture reveals the home's vertical interconnectivity. Solid painted brick columns frame long interior sightlines, while high-level glass planes draw the eye upward toward the bright Melbourne sky. In the background, the staircase introduces a rich terracotta hue that hints at the private upper realm, while expansive sliding glass thresholds keep the living space anchored to the courtyard garden. At the central spine of the house, a straight staircase clad in plush terracotta-toned carpet serves as a warm, textural ribbon connecting ground and upper floors. A cascading indoor plant perches on the upper wall ledge, introducing a touch of greenery that animates the vertical ascent. To the left, full-height sliding glass doors dissolve the boundary between indoors and out, offering an uninterrupted view of the crazy paved patio, lush lawn, and cheerful yellow outdoor chairs. A direct view up the staircase highlights the poetic simplicity of the home's transitional spaces. Symmetrical white walls channel the eye toward the bright upper landing, emphasizing clean vertical proportions. The rich cinnamon red pile underfoot brings comforting tactile depth, transforming everyday movement between levels into a warm and sensory experience. Arriving at the upper level, the mezzanine overlooks the living void below, protected by a frameless glass balustrade. Along the perimeter, a continuous ribbon of raked clerestory windows is fitted with vertical white louvers. These exterior fins gently filter direct sunlight, shielding the interior from harsh heat, while casting a shifting rhythm of crisp shadows across the angled ceiling plane. Through a crisp white doorway, the main family bathroom reveals an atmosphere of soothing serenity. Small format square tiles create a delicate grid across the space, transitioning from fresh sage green along the floor and lower datum to clean off-white above. At the far end, a sculptural freestanding bathtub sits beneath a generous frosted window, capturing diffused natural light while preserving absolute privacy. A floating vanity with a solid travertine stone top grounds the space in organic luxury. A closer look at the bathroom vanity highlights the studio's meticulous detailing. The thick travertine benchtop incorporates an undermount basin paired with wall-mounted chrome tapware, offset by soft sage cabinetry below. A frameless mirror bounces soft ambient light across the ceramic grid, while an architectural double-cone sconce mounted beside the doorframe reinforces the home's cohesive design language. In the powder room, the design shifts to an immersive, cocooning sensibility. Muted olive green square tiles wrap every surface, providing a rich, textured backdrop for an organically shaped, pebble-inspired mirror. Mounted to the side, a glowing, translucent glass disc wall sconce bathes the niche in a warm, flattering light, reflecting off the monolithic travertine countertop and gleaming chrome fixtures below. The ground floor plan illustrates how Studio Ceravolo successfully reimagined the original Californian bungalow. The front portion of the layout preserves the heritage bedrooms and quiet private quarters, which transition seamlessly into the open-plan rear expansion. Here, the kitchen, dining, and sunken living areas wrap around structural masonry piers, opening generously onto the side carport and the rear garden terrace. The upper floor and roof plan demonstrates the thoughtful dialogue between existing roof lines and modern intervention. While the original hip and gable bungalow roof remains intact at the front, the new rear addition rises with a bold, raked roofline. This upper level incorporates an elevated retreat and strategic clerestory lightwells designed to harvest maximum northern light and ventilate the entire home naturally. Maribyrnong I House stands as an inspiring blueprint for contemporary family living within a heritage context. By replacing restrictive partitions with soaring double-height volumes and grounding modern geometries in a rich palette of travertine, concrete, timber, and brick, Studio Ceravolo has created an enduring sanctuary, one where light, comfort, and connection quietly elevate the rhythms of daily life.